What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I know y'all like, where have you been? I have been literally just enjoying my time, doing my self-care, gardening, relaxing, homeschooling. Like, it has been some awesomeness going on over here. So I hope that you guys have been doing the same, because the energy has been about doing as much as you can for yourself and taking your necessary breaks. It's been so many different shifts in the energy. It's like 1 minute you're feeling amazing, and then the next minute you're feeling like, what's going on, right? So I'm here just to give you guys a quick message as to what the ancestors are wanting us to do. Okay, so right now the ancestors are saying, like, that whatever it is that you are doing, whatever it is that you are investing your energy in as it relates to you moving forward, they are wanting you to do it as if you have a team behind you. Okay, do it as if you have a team behind you, because how they're making me feel right now, it feels like, some of you all are wishing that you had more support. Okay, wishing that you had more physical support, like more support on the 3D, and that's okay. But they want you to move like you have a team behind you, because they're saying that you do have a team behind you, and the team is them. All right, they're going to be there to assist you and guide you through every step of the way. I know a lot of you are like, that are having some luck. You're like, yo, I don't understand how this is happening. Like, this is beyond my expectations. And that's because you have your elevated ancestors and your guides and your teams just working really hard in the background. So when you get an opportunity, just give them thanks. Charge them up, give them a little bit of energy so that they continue to work for you and with you. All right, your guys are saying that, like, every time, like, you're not gonna always have somebody there to assist you. All right, and when you do have people there to assist you, honor those people that are there to assist you, and ensure that you are in receive mode. Okay, ensuring that you are in receive mode. They're saying that, like, if people come and try to help you, don't turn your help away. All right, do not turn your help away, because that's them, like, sending in that lifeline, sending in that support that you needed. All right, but there are so many different activations and elevations that are going on, so many angelic changes that are going on, and a lot of you guys feel it. Okay, and again, acclimation, getting used to it, getting used to the energy, trying to fill it out. Sometimes it's too much, sometimes it's electrifying, sometimes you don't know what you're supposed to do with the energy. And that's what they're saying. Like, there's you're going through all of these different cosmic changes. You're going through so many changes on a soul level. You're going through so many changes on the cosmic level. You're going through so many changes in the 3D. All right, so it's a lot of change and a lot of shifts that are happening. Okay, and then now you got this tug of war energy that's coming in. You got two energies that are colliding with each other. So one is pulling you in one direction, the other one is pulling you in the other direction. So you feel like you want to do something, but then when you get started doing something, you get tired and don't want to do it no more. Listen, it's all in the cosmos. It's not you. All right, and those of you that are working on your healing, your ancestors are saying, like, pulling up the weeds. All right, pulling up the weeds. All right, and when you're pulling up these weeds, like, you gotta make sure that when you pulling these weeds, that you get it at the root. All right, because if you just pull it out for a spell and leave the root, it has the potential to sprout another weed. All right, so that's what they want you to do. They want you to really focus on really getting down to the weeds of the things as it relates to your healing. All right, a lot of these things that are happening, like, that are happening in our lives, and they're getting us to see different things from a different perspective when it comes to these things. All right, because some of these things that are happening in your lives, it's like some of you are feeling like, wow, I can't believe this is happening for me, and others of you will be like, wow, I can't believe this is happening to me. Of all people, this is happening to me. So you both have the same, you both are saying the same thing, but in different contexts. Some of you are saying it because your life is changing. You're coming into that completion. You're having that new beginning. You're feeling charged up. You're feeling supported. You feel like you got everything going on. And even though you don't have not one person in your corner physically, it seems like everything is really working out for you in the spirit realm. All right. But then some of you are like, freak, I thought I had this all figured out. I thought I had this all in the bag. But don't worry about that. It's still in the bag. All right. You're just sitting right now and reflecting. And guess what? All of these changes will occur. And when they happen, you're going to be like, whoa, I couldn't believe that this was on the other side of this bull crap, you know, because you're going to endure this storm, right? You're going to endure this storm. So get your protective gear. Get your umbrella. Get whatever it is that you got to get through your storm. All right. And some storms may be heavier than other storms, you know, and some of you may go through the storm and you feel the full effects and the full ramifications of the storm. And others of you will get like residual sprinkles of the storm. All right. But it won't be that bad. So all you got to do is just really focus yourself, ground yourself. Oh, boundaries. Yes. Okay. Yeah. They're saying like, look, make sure you keep those boundaries in place. Don't just have temporary boundaries. Like, don't just have boundaries, you know, because you're not feeling good. They want you to have boundaries when you're feeling good too. Like, don't let people overstep those boundaries, because people will overstep the boundaries, because not everybody are you. Not everybody is you. And so the way you see things, other people may not see things. Don't allow people to text you, you know, when you're in your quiet space. All right, you in your sacred space, you doing your sacred work, and somebody, you know, you already done let these people know that, hey, on this day, I'm gonna be doing my sacred work, you know, and I don't usually rock on the phone like that during this time. And then they hit you up like, hey, I know you busy, but no. You're going to let them know, listen, I gave you a courtesy to tell you that I was doing my sacred work, and here you are interrupting my sacred work. That lets me know that you do not respect what I got going on, and you're not respecting my boundaries. So you got to establish these hard boundaries, you know. You have to establish these hard boundaries, and you have to stick with the boundaries that you put in place. You don't have to say yes to everybody all the time. All right. Your answer is like, you do not have to say yes to everybody all the time, because right now, the only thing that you need to be focusing on is you. All right. Your foundation, making sure that you have things to sustain you. All right. Things to sustain you. All right. And get out in nature for many of you. Get out in nature. You will ground in nature for those of you that are nature babies. Anytime there's a rustle in my spirit, come out here in nature, listen to the elements, connect with the element, get on the frequency of nature, get on the frequency of the elements that I'm aligning with, and I feel amazing afterwards. Get and doing your yoga, whatever it is that you got to do your stuff. All right. Don't abandon that stuff just because you're not feeling well. All right. Don't abandon that stuff just because you're not feeling well. If you was a person of action, then be a person of action. In the spiritual world, prayer alone is not going to get you to where you need to be. In the spiritual world, you are going to have to not only pray, you're going to have to be diligent in your work. You're going to have to be diligent in your practice, and you're going to have to take action, because action is really going to get you where you need to be. So act like you got a team around you, guys, and do what you got to do. And when it's time for you to take breaks, take breaks. Do not wallow in your defeat. Do not wallow in your defeat. Do not drown yourself in defeat. All right, because you're not defeated. All right, you're just going through something right now. You're just going through something. You're going through a phase. All right, you're just going through some changes. Okay, but yeah, that's what your ancestors are wanting you to know. Okay, and your ancestors saying like you're not a victim. Okay, so don't be pulling that old, you know, feeling sorry for yourself, because you're not a victim. All right. They have told you over and over and over again how triumphant you are, how amazing you were, what your soul purpose is, what you are going to be doing for other people. So you are not a victim here. Okay. You are a victor. You are a hero. All right. Many of you that are doing this work, they like, y'all, look, they say like, you didn't think it was going to be that hard, did you? Yeah. You put in a lot of work. You spending a lot of energy, right? You didn't think it was going to be this hard, right? You thought it was going to be all love and light all the time, didn't you? Yep. Shame on you. But no, it's not love and light all the time. You know, sometimes you have to come out here and ground. Sometimes you have to connect yourself with the earth. Okay, for those of you that were affected by that storm, you know, that were affected by the real storm, I know it's kind of hard for you guys to ground, but you know, getting off to yourself and finding your center as best as you can. You know, if you have to listen to a frequency, listen to a frequency, and if you have to be by yourself, be by yourself. All right, but yeah, they said that like y'all thought it was gonna be easy, but it's not easy, right? You know, but it can be easy. You know, it's just gonna take some time for you to continue to, you know, it's gonna take some getting used to, especially those of you that have received these different upgrades. All right, many of you have received these different upgrades, and many of you have been called to rest. So when it's time for you to rest, please rest. All right, that's what they're urging you to do. They just want you to rest when it's time for you to rest, so that you don't lose your mind. All right, so that you can maintain your health and maintain your sanity, so that you can really continue to enjoy what it is that you're doing. Because the minute you feeling like you're falling out of love with some of the things that you do, and they don't want you to fall out of love with the things that you do. They want you to fall more in love with the things that you do. And in order to do that, you need to like really take care of yourself. Getting back to things that you love. Getting back to the arts that you love. So whatever arts it is that you love, getting back to that. You know, I didn't know that I loved gardening, but I love gardening. This is like my first time at it, you know. And so maybe it's something that you've been wanting to try. You know, they're urging you to go and try those things that you wanted to try, okay? But yeah, just stay grounded, stay focused, pay attention to the cosmos, y'all. Pay attention to the different energies so that you can combat those different energies that come up against you, okay? Pay attention to everything around you. Pay attention to all of the different messages. I'm going to post a message about this little grasshopper. All right, this little grasshopper came by today. And I put it on the community tab, y'all. But this little grasshopper came by today, and he was jumping through the arrowroot. Okay, he was jumping through the arrowroot, right? And we got some African arrowroot, and it was green at first, and then it jumped across. I didn't even know it could do this, but it started to look almost like the arrowroot branch, and it was hiding, trying to hide from me as if I was gonna hurt it, right? But it was so funny because he looks so like. He really looked like he was really concealing himself, like he was invincible, like I couldn't see him, you know. And so it just amazed me, and I'm like, look at this grasshopper acting like I couldn't see him. So then I started looking at, you know, the symbolism behind the grasshopper, and I'm gonna post that on the community tab. But you guys, just please stay grounded. All right, do what it is that you have to do to stay sane. All right. Hey, if they not supporting you right now, who cares? Move like you got a team behind you. And if you need help, ask for it. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this message, and I'll holler at you.